Hi there, Save with Crypto here. Okay, so I'm trading on Bitget. I'm trading some Bitcoin and Ethereum using the Coin M futures thing, and it's looking all right actually. My Bitcoin one is $2,000 in profit. I've already taken $212. That's good. My Ethereum one not so good. It's 57% in profit, which is about $91. I've taken $655 so far. What I was going to say is that I'm really, really bad at remembering to claim my rewards. So go up to here, go to Rewards Hub, and do this every day. And if you can, try and do it at the same time every day, because I don't think Bitget's day starts at the same time as most other people's, because I think they're in Asia. But I've managed to claim this for like 4 days in a row, which means today I get to do the 5th day, and I get 26 points. If you do other things, you get more points as well. And these points, you can swap them for like other things like money. So for example, I've got 476 there. And if I go to redeem points, you can see that I can exchange them for like 3 USDT. Okay, it's not a lot of money, but it is free money. So do try and remember to do that. Or you might be interested in one of these things like 30% APR savings. I've never done this sort of thing, but that might be attractive to some people.
Anyway, so what have I been doing? Well, I've been doing the Krown Trading School. This is by Eric Krown. It's actually in collaboration with Crypto Banter, the South African lot, But it's really good, and it's free. You have to join up to an exchange using one of Eric's links to get in there, and you submit your UID, which is the sort of thing I don't like telling you about because I'd rather you use my affiliate link, but it's the only way you can get that for free. Have a look at it anyway, and I've done it. It talks about the 3 main elements of trading, which is trend. Obviously, if you want to know if the trend is going up or it's going down or if it's reversing or if it's continuing, and they're like the 4 main things you need to sort of suss out. And he kind of does that with like, old school ways of like looking for like higher lows, lower highs, all that kind of thing. And then also with some EMA moving averages as well, which makes things a lot easier. So that's all in the trend module, which is great. And then you got into this volatility one. So the important thing I learned there was like, you not only can you use volatility to recognize sort of like macro highs, macro lows, but you can actually use it to determine like when you should enter and exit trades, which is obviously a massively useful thing. So that's volatility. And then the final part of the jigsaw, if you like, is the momentum. Now, if you've ever used something like the stochastic oscillators, you'll know about momentum. But what I didn't quite realize myself is like that momentum on its own isn't really that meaningful. But if you combine that with what you're seeing with trends and what you're seeing with volatility, it can form part of the whole system. So between those 3, momentum, volatility, and trend, Eric's come up with this kind of like system that seems to work pretty well. Now, a lot of what Eric does is he kind of automates this system using tools that are available from him, which I haven't got, by the way. Also, he's got a kind of backtesting tool that you can also get. I think it's called like Skeleton Key. What that can do, that can backtest like years of data, so you can tweak various parameters and stuff and then work out if all that trading over the years would have been profitable. So for me, this has been invaluable because I realise that I do a lot of things wrong, a lot of things for no reason, and understanding some of the tools that Eric uses has given me a much better idea. So what I think my next task is to explore each of these parts of the system and get really familiar. So at the moment, I'm just working on trends and stuff using the EMAs that I've talked about in recent videos. And then I'm going to study the volatility in depth. And then finally, I'm going to get to grips with the momentum oscillators. That's my plan. The actual course is done very, very logically, and it is kind of easy to follow step by step, but there's a lot in every video, so you really will have to watch everything, 10, 20 times at least, just to make it sink in, and then put it into action, and then get a feel for it yourself. before you even think about automating this kind of thing. At least that's how I see it anyway. I think it's a really good course. So I used the EMA tools that he talks about to get into this long trade a couple of days ago. And it was originally at like 58,000 was my entry. Since then I've been like taking a bit of profit, putting it back in, that kind of thing. And so far I've taken a bit of profit. So the realised P&L is $225 and the unrealised P&L is $2,809, which is pretty nice, isn't it? So what I need to do now is to work out when this trend is going to change and when it's going to come back down. So the EMAs that Eric uses are in this indicator here. This one's called the CT MAC. That's Caretaker's Moving Average Crossover. It's a free indicator in TradingView. And basically what he does, he uses like the EMAs here, just these three. So there's a cyan one, does like 9 intervals, yellow one does 21, and the green is 55. And what they look like on the chart is this here. This at the moment, this is like a 6-hour time frame, and what you're seeing here is like the green at the bottom, yellow in the middle, and the cyan at the top. Now that indicates that this is what Eric calls a trend in motion. So this means the price is going up. Now more importantly, you've got this cross here where the yellow crosses the green, and that is a very, very bullish sign. So I think the answer to like when is it going to turn around? I think not anytime soon, actually. So that's good news. If we look at that on a sort of higher time frame, like the 12-hour, it won't look quite so bullish because you see the yellow hasn't crossed the green yet, but the cyan is on its way up, and the cyan is like the fastest one because that's the 9 EMA, and that one kind of leads the trend. So if that gets above the green, the yellow will probably come up, and then we can see like some terrific sort of rally. But of course it won't be up in a straight line, so there will be pullbacks. Now that is when I might want to do a little bit of, taking profit and then sort of adding it back in, that kind of thing. So I've been looking at this on the 5-minute time frame, and this actually looks quite good, because what generally happens is when you see the cyan come back down here and hit the yellow, when that happens the price normally goes down to where the green is. And that worked then when it happened here, that worked then, and at the moment it's up here. So if I see that cyan come down here, hit the yellow, I'm going to expect it to come down to the green here. So what I might do is like try and take a little bit of profit up here, these kind of levels here. So I've got a little bit of cash on the side, just a little bit, and then if I see that cyan come down to the yellow, then I will set a buy order on the green EMA, the 55, and hopefully that will fill, and that will sort of slowly increase the size of my order. So that's my plan. It's not exactly the Krown trading school method, but I'm just doing this because I want to have a play with these EMAs and just get an idea of how they act on different time frames. So say like the 1 hour is quite interesting. That crossover I talked about happened on Saturday, and what's happened since then? We're up about 10%, aren't we? Not financial advice, but I would suggest that you go and check out Eric's channel, try and sign up for his trading school. While you're over there on his channel, just leave a comment on his channel saying that I sent you there. That'd be really nice. And also do like this video, leave a comment down here. While you're down there, make sure you've got the notifications set on all, and above all, tell your friends.